Alright, guys. I intended to do this deck profile a long time ago before the ban list of Black Dragon even happened. However, Black Dragon got hit. There was no locals to test anything out, and that's why I've been procrastinating on this deck profile. Um, this deck is not even a tier 1 deck anymore. However, it's still alive. It's not dead. It didn't go anywhere. And also, I do apologize for a month without uploading. I intend to upload more often than that, or just so you guys know I'm alive. Um, but I blinked and then a month stopped by. But here's the deck profile. Just you know, we got three. Just to get just right into it. So three researchers. We're using all three of the tuners. For Adamancipators, because that's what makes this deck profile an Adamancipator deck profile, because Adamancipators is what makes the deck, what makes the rocks a actual deck. But yeah, so 9 count for Adamancipators. And then we got, following it up with Quackamiru, we have 3 Guardian and then 2 Supplier. Originally it was 3 Supplier, however I found myself drawing multiple copies of Supplier when it's only once per turn. Quackamiru Guardian, I mean, you don't mind, it's your anti-Nibiru, so you want to maximize on Guardian. So yeah, we have 3 Doki Doki. How I was with Black Dragon, I was running this build with 2 of them and I liked it at 2. However, now with Black Dragon we have extra space, and then Doki Doki just allows us to see any rocks straight from our decks, as long as you discard the corresponding level. And you don't mind drawing multiple of these, because you can discard this, and now it's use Doki Doki, discard Doki Doki for a researcher or a I want to say seeker. But yeah, the deck now, what the deck needs, since it lost Black Dragon, it really just needs extenders. So we have a Gigantes, we have a Revival Golem, and then we have Technical Crusader. So Technical Crusader is here because it works with let me show y'all. It works with Miracle Rupture. It works with Miracle Rupture and Revival Golem. Again, it's like the wolf of the deck. So if you send it from Miracle Rupture, just special summon from deck. And I like Miracle Rupture because it's always live. Honestly, you can send either one of these, and if you happen to already have seen these, you can always go with a supplier that can get you a guardian if it's milled. So the options are there, but honestly, you want to go for Revival Golem. And then Gigantes is just a extender. You don't need multiple copies of it. I mean, unless you prefer and like it that way. We have these normal summons, these normal monsters, because we are running Unexpected Die. I'm iffy about that. Unexpected Die, just because these are Garnets. Add some more Garnets to the deck. But you could potentially draw into these and end up in a somewhat okay board, just because of it's 2020 Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's that. And then we have Performance High Trigger. This the reason this card is even in here is because originally I used this because it was in Earth level 4 and it was good for Block Dragon. However, that's irrelevant now, so now I literally just use them as extenders, because it's a not once per turn. You can draw into 2 copies and use it. Use both of them the same turn with no problems. And the fact that they're level 4 just opens doors for either Abyss Dweller or this guy right now. Let me just pull him out real quick. Gallant Granite. I'm sorry, guys. Gallant Granite. But yeah. Moving on. We have Plague Spitter. I mean, this card is replacement for O-Line. I don't know why they just didn't hit. Need a fiber pit. It's whatever. Nibiru, the rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the big rock, whatever. 3 Ash Blossom. Only. These are the only hand traps we run. We're not running any more hand traps. I was running at one point Gamma, however, with the consistency of the deck being hurt, with Block Dragon gone, I just decided to have more rocks in the deck. Let's see, let's go ahead. Alright, now that was it for our monsters. Moving on, we have Fossil Fusion. I mean, you know, I mean, this basically replaced our Blood Dragons. So yeah, Miracle Rupture. I love this card. It's a once per turn. That's the only downside of this card. However, this card is a foolish burial for all the rock, and if Fossil Fusion is in the graveyard, it can draw a card. So it gets a potential +1, and it can come in handy. And then to finish up our spell cards, it's obviously the Unexpected Die for our normal monsters in our deck, just because it's Needle Fiber Turbo, and that card's unfair, and this card needs an unfair element because just to be able to try to keep up. For our extra deck, Martial Metal Marcher, Herald of the Arclight, Raptide, it's an extender, and these cards are just like finishing boards. Yeah, I mean, this card I'll use Borrow Load. However, I do like Drag Eye because people forget what it does, and some people in here don't read. You know, some people don't read, and you could get away with an Omni Negate. 1 Link Cross, 1 Link Spider, Halkifibrex, I like saying Needle Fiber, so let me be. Appaloosa, and Borrow Sword just to be able to kill my opponent off when I have to. Real easy Link monsters to get to, just 5. And then these are our targets for our fossil fusions. I don't run the other one. The one that's $15-$10. I don't even know how much is that right now. It's not relevant. It just really isn't. And you need a level 5 or 6 or a 6 or 7 monster. And that never really happens in this game. Well, at least in this current meta. Yeah. I mean, I see the need. And then Beast Dweller and Granite. To finish off this deck profile, I was gonna show you my side deck, but honestly, I just believe that should be depending on what you play against. So instead, I'm just gonna explain what these cards do. So these cards are the ones that you're mainly going to be using just because you need a level 4 monster. This card's just a level 4 period, and this card's a level 4 from your opponent's graveyard. So all these fusion monsters you summon by banishing from the graveyard using Fossil Fusion. This card right here. Obviously meet the conditions of the card, and they all do different things. This card is good because this card can get, if this card hits a graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard, add 1 copy of Fossil Fusion from deck to hand. It comes in handy, that's why which is why it's there, and then it also inflicts piercing. So that could come up. It's a 25 beater. It could come up. Fossil Warrior, this card can attack twice. So if you know you're gonna clear out the board, you could use this card, summon it. It could win you a match. But this card from the graveyard, if you banish it, it adds you Time Stream, which we do not run. I tried putting it in there, however, I saw no use for it. And then there's Fossil Warriors, Skull King. This card's 28 beater. I like that stat, and it's a level 7 or higher monster. So if your opponent has some Nibiru in there, it has the Golden Boy in there, literally any synchro, most synchros, honestly, any fusions, this card becomes live. This card can attack twice and inflicts battle, so it's like both of these into one, and also has a quick effect that it can target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, especially someone to your side of the field. So it can interrupt, it's like a DD Crow without the banishing effect. So it's pretty, it comes in handy. And just honestly, just having board presence with these in the shape of any of these is pretty nice. which is why we're running the fossil fusions. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. We lost a pretty nasty dragon, man. um, but yeah, it is what it is. The deck will evolve. I don't think it's completely dead. I just do think it was hurt a lot because a huge consistent tool of the deck was lost. However, I don't think it's dead. And I'll still be playing it around, man. I mean, this deck is this deck is very fun. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any ideas, let me know, please. I'm open to completely change this deck around. But yeah, just let me know. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.